This storm blew the pool over, so we don't have anything in it. It's just like a little bit of water. This is what we woke up to this morning. We really need to get it together and fix it, but it just keeps raining.
I think running is the only thing.
Yeah, she'll walk fast, like if she gets excited, but she's not running.
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! So we need to have races and chases.
She wants to swing again.
Ready? Push the swing. Can you reach it? Push it. No, I don't think you can reach it. How about, like, I know your backyard's pretty inclined.
Just leaving the park, we met her physical therapist there to do her final evaluation, or like final checkoff or something, I don't know. She had told me probably about a month ago she was like testing out of the program. I'm so out of shape. I can't even walk and talk at the same time. So she had to do like a final evaluation or whatever. So she wanted to see her in a park setting. So we did that, and I figured why not make a little bit of an exercise out of it. So I walked there and I'm walking home. Look who I just picked up. When I pulled up, one of the admins, who is now a little bit higher up, she was like, Miss Mendoza, she said Emily had such a good time. I'm like, I know, she wants to come back so bad. And unfortunately for their school, when we made a decision, they had to alter, so they didn't have a choice to go back, or else they probably would have gone back, you know, like a month ago. But we didn't have that option, so we continued to distance learn at home. And so she was very excited to go today. She got to bring a snack and a big girl book and her water bottle and everything. Got to be in full uniform, which was kind of cool. So anyway, I just picked her up. We're actually at the post office, about to head in. I have some nails to mail off, and then we're gonna be headed back home for Andres to go to work. So yeah, no errands or anything today. In fact, I wasn't even gonna mail these nails today, but ooh, I was backed up into somebody. But I figure I'm out and about, might as well stop in. Hey Google, turn down the volume. Okay, I came out here because it's very eerie, and I'm going to try, oh my gosh, it's super eerie. Look at that. I can hear it starting to roll in. It hasn't actually started to rain here, but my poor plants are gonna be flooded. The pool, the pool is a nightmare. I don't know what to do about it. Andres fixed it before he went to work this morning, and now the this thing is completely busted and broken. I don't know why we didn't put it down this morning. We didn't, and now the frame is bent, so that really stinks. So I'm gonna try and pull it down now, at least before it starts pouring, because if I don't, oh my gosh, that's like rolling in real fast. I watched this TikTok the other day about like conspiracy theories and stuff, and like why things are happening, and something about like the clouds no longer move. Those clouds are rolling in deep, super quick. Like I can see them physically heading my way. So I'm not exactly sure who thinks the clouds aren't moving, but those are for sure moving. Oh, very eerie. It actually doesn't even look like, oh, this needs to go inside. It doesn't even look like.
It's like that side's spray, but that side's not. Luckily right now we're on the other side.
Can y'all see them moving? Stay real close, like to that house right there. It's definitely moving.
What was that? Is that smoke?
It's not smoke, it's a cloud.
Oh,
It's precipitation. In whatever kind of clouds those are. I didn't get that far. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this.
we have one down. Okay, 2 down.
Okay, I'm gonna try and fix it. It took all my strength to get those things down. Oh my gosh, nightmare, you guys. Like, could be worse though, for sure. But the rain. There go my plants, getting flooded. Good thing I didn't water them today. What are you doing? What are you doing? Trying to figure out how to... Oh, okay. I am just about to edit. It is early. Everyone went to bed early. Today was like, it just was a day. It wasn't even really anything in particular. I don't know if everyone was just restless. What are you doing? Or what was happening because of the weather. It's been ugly outside and it's been muddy for like weeks on end pretty much. And it's just been kind of hard for them to be outside and burn off energy. And I think they're getting burnt out with school and stuff. And I think when, you know, one of them leaves for whatever reason and then comes back into the equation, and this goes for any of them, it doesn't matter if like my mom is watching part of them or all of them, like once they come back into the house, I don't know what happens. It's like something gets thrown off and everyone's just a little cray. And maybe that happens with, you know, those of you that have some kids in school, some kids at home, like little ones, and then your big kids come from school or whatever and then throws off your little ones. I don't really know. I know this whole year has been a little crazy upside down for them and everything, and so I try and give grace where grace needs to be given, because that includes to myself, but mostly to them, because it's been a hard year for everybody, not just me, but particularly them, because they've been without friends, without social engagement, without their normal activities, without a structure. You know, it's just been really difficult. So I try and give a lot of grace, but I love reading comments from you guys. It's like, oh my gosh, you have so much patience. And I don't always. I definitely do not have all the patience in the world all the time, because I feel like I lose it just like any other mom does. Sometimes it's hard to stay patient all day when all you hear is mommy, 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 mommy. So-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to eat that. Why can't we go to bed a little later? I don't want to go to bed. I don't all day long. It's exhausting. And those of you stay-at-home moms, or those of you that didn't plan to be a stay-at-home mom, but you're at home because of the pandemic with your kids, maybe you're working from home and distance learning, whatever the case may be, I know we are all feeling it. Normally, most people are trying to figure out what they're going to do with their kids all summer long. And I'm like, I can't wait for school to be over. And normally it's more like, okay, now I have to keep them fed. Now I have to keep them entertained and all these things during the summer that I normally don't have to do during the school year. And, you know, normally I'm at work and stuff, so it's a welcome break. Now I'm more like, I cannot wait for school to end, because every day it's just some sort of battle with somebody and the Zoom and the computer and the work that has to be turned in. They have projects galore that I'm just like, can't we call it quits? Like, can't we call the year quits? Really? It's been a crappy year. It was a crappy end of last year. It's a crappy end of this year. Like, let's just call it quits, really. So yeah, today was just one of those days. The little girls definitely needed to go to bed early, and the big girls just kind of followed suit. They really didn't have anything else going on. Emmy was tired from having to be up extra early to go to school. And again, without Emmy, Maddie's just a little bit on the bored side. So she hit the sack too, which works for me, because now I'm sitting at the computer. I had to turn in a bunch of stuff for school for my new preceptor, and I'm still gonna have my old preceptor, but I'm going to add on one that I actually work. Is that Everly? I guess she just startled herself awake. She started crying and then went back to sleep. But I actually worked with her in labor and delivery for many years, so I'm looking forward to getting to learn from her and see how she does things, and it's in a whole other environment, and I'm really excited. So I had to get a bunch of stuff filled out for that. Now I'm about to edit, but while I was waiting for the footage to import, I was watching Instagram stories, just trying to catch up and stuff, and I was watching something that Jordan Page said. She was answering questions, and one of the questions was like, my 6-year-old hates me, what do I do? With like a bunch of sad faces. And oh my gosh, it made me tear up hearing her response. She said that she used to, I don't want to exactly twist her words, but something to the effect that she either worked at a rescue shelter or took rescue kids in or something like that, to where I guess they were very similar situation, like a temporary placement from a biological parent that was not fit, that was trying to get custody of the child back. Maybe they were going through parenting classes or whatever the case may be. She didn't call it a fostering system. She made it seem more like it was like a safe haven type of thing. So I don't know exactly, but I'm just kind of briefly telling you what she said. So Anyway, she said that every night the kids that even would come from, you know, abusive homes, whether it be emotionally, physically, you know, any other kind of abuse and stuff like that. And she said that the kids every night, even the ones that came from the worst homes, from like drug addicts and things, that they would cry for their parents. And it really just like put in, I know I always have these like come to Jesus moments with you guys, I feel like, because, you know, it's days like today when you're like, oh, what am I doing wrong? Like, why is everyone fussing? Why is everyone fighting? Why is everyone not satisfied? And then I just think like, maybe it's me, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I am the reason why everything's going to hell today, you know, like maybe it's me, I'm just a bad parent, or whatever the case may be. And like, I try and not think like that, but sometimes it's really hard, because sometimes I feel like I'm doing the best I can and I'm still losing it. And you know, I feel like we all kind of go through that, and I definitely have my ups and downs, but today was just one of those days where I needed to hear something like that. I felt like when they went to bed, you know, I make sure I give them extra hugs and kisses and tell them like, hopefully we all have a better day tomorrow. And they agree, you know, that we're gonna work harder, working with each other and not fighting with sisters and things like that. And I say sisters because they don't have any brothers, but that just kind of put it into perspective to me. Like, their kids are so, it's a dishwasher, oh my gosh, I'm like losing my mind. Kids are so resilient, and I'm not saying that that gives anybody a right to mistreat them, but it's okay to not be the perfect parent. They're still going to love you as long as you show them respect and love and caring and emotional support and physical support and mental support, and all those things are going to continue to love you. And it's okay to lose it every now and then, because we are not perfect, you know. And I think we just need to remind ourselves of that. Like, some days we're gonna have hard days. I mean, I love my mom to absolute death, and we didn't always have great days growing up, and I don't hold a single thing against her. And so I wrote that in my mom's card, like, I hope the girls love me as much as I love you. Don't ask me why I'm crying, because honestly I don't know, but it's just, you know, one of those things that when I was hearing her talk, I was like, okay, breathe, get your stuff done, relax for the night, and start over fresh tomorrow, because some days that's what I need. Okay, so anyway, that's that. That was what happened right before I was editing, which just made me think like, I need to pop on and maybe, you know, make somebody else's day feel a little bit better. If you're having a hard day and you're just like, what am I doing wrong? Try and breathe it out. Start over fresh tomorrow. It's my best advice. Also, that guy's going back to Melissa tomorrow. I was going to return it to her today, but I didn't talk to her and it's been raining, so I didn't want to take the girls out. But I need one of those. I actually did a quick pass of the upstairs again. I was thinking about, since I didn't drop it off to her today, doing my downstairs rug, and the upstairs is just filthy. I'm like, the heck? I did it all yesterday. I did it all again today, and the water was still brown or gray or like light black. I don't really know. Nasty water, but it wasn't as dirty as it was yesterday, but it was definitely still dirty. So honestly, I feel like I could have given it another pass, probably 2 passes, for the water really to like start to run a little cleaner. So it is what it is. I need to get myself one of those. So okay, now I'm gonna edit. Okay, I'm upstairs. I'm so frustrated because I think the last clip was me editing. Oh my god, that scared me. That just made my heart sink. It looked like a head, like somebody was standing by. It's so creepy. So anyway, I was literally, it took me, I think it was like ended up being a 28-minute vlog or something like that. It started at 40 something, but whenever I have sped up little clips in there, it cuts the time down. So I think it probably took me 45 minutes or close to an hour, which is about average for me editing, because my vlogs can be super lengthy. Edited everything, and typically what I'll do is I'll edit, I'll export, because exporting takes, you know, 15-20 minutes, sometimes less than that depending on how long the vlog is. So I'll export it, walk away, go do stuff. In this case, I was finishing up the living room, finishing up the kitchen. I like to have a clean slate for the morning, so I was doing that, came back over, and I'm like, what happened to the vlog? Normally it says, you know, export successful, and then I can upload it to YouTube. And if you don't upload videos, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But so I was like, what the heck happened? It said export failed. Like, okay, I've never had that happen to me before. So X out of it, try again. Same thing happened. I had walked away again. I was like, oh, I'll give it another shot. I walked away, and then I came back, and I was like, what the heck? I'm literally wasting time. So then I sat there at the computer for like an hour, hour and a half, trying to get it to export, and it would not. I updated the computer, I updated iMovie, I uninstalled, reinstalled, I restarted my computer, everything that freaking Google was telling me to do. Nothing. So I don't know what happened. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try and edit it again tomorrow because it is, what time is it? Come on, watch. Almost 11:30. Oh, and I've closed all my rings. I'm so excited today. Oh, I'm so frustrated though. I don't understand. Andres called me on his break and he was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm about to throw this computer out the window. And I mean, he doesn't know anything about iMovie, so it's not like he could be super helpful. So I had to step away. I was like, okay, I feel a little defeated today in general. So I was like, I'm just gonna step away, even though I promised you guys to be back on track. I was very hopeful. I got it edited early. I don't know. So I may just have to scrap it and either try and re-edit it tomorrow and maybe upload 2 vlogs tomorrow, or just stay a day behind. Freaking sucks because I was really trying to stay on top of it this week, but I was like to a point where I had hit a wall. Everything I was trying, nothing's working, and other than completely scrapping it and trying to re-edit it tonight, that was the only other option, and I'm just too tired for all that. It's already past 11. I had already been sitting there for like 2 hours trying to figure it out, so I just said forget it. So anyway, here we are. Hopefully by the time you guys are watching this, I got it figured out. If not, I'm so sorry that we're missing a vlog. Something's happening. I don't know. I am going to call it this vlog a vlog though, because like I said, I need to just woosah myself and go to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed chit-chatting with me today, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, good afternoon. It's been an eventful morning. I went to bed last night irritated because the computer wasn't working, so I spent the morning on the computer trying to get everything to work. I don't know what happened. There was like a blip in yesterday's vlog that was like the bane of my existence this morning. It took me forever. I ended up having to re-edit it, and it turns out it was just like a little tiny clip that could have been edited out from the first one and it would have uploaded, and you know, it is what it is. So I did that, got Emmy from school, came back, started doing, what else was I doing this morning? Oh, budgeting. I was on the computer for something. I was budgeting for May into June. My pay cycles are a little bit weird, so essentially I was budgeting for June and creating the budget and writing out my sinking funds and writing out all that stuff. That usually takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on how in detail I want to go and things like that. So it's just something that brings me peace and calming, and I love doing it digitally. It just, again, makes me pretty happy. So I sat there. Andres is off today, so it's not like there was any major things. Everyone was on Zooms and stuff all day and playing in between, so nothing really to do this morning, so it worked out perfectly. I was going to stop at the post office, but I forgot another package of nails here at home, and I typically don't. Somebody said that there was like a pirate ship or something, a ship pirate that you could ship from your house, and I need to look into something like that because I get tired of going to the post office multiple times a week. But it's, you know, again, it is what it is. So I did that this morning. Now Andres is outside in the pool cleaning it out. It is disgusting. I would not be getting in that pool, and because of all the rain we got yesterday. So remember I showed you, I think yesterday or the day before, what the pool looked like. It was like nearly empty. You could see the algae and the leaves. He didn't clean it up then, and now there's like, what's wrong, mama? What's wrong, baby? Emmy's in there with her. What's wrong? You wanna go play? It's ugly outside. So cute. So yeah, now he's in there. There's probably like 5 inches of water in there now from last night's rain, and it's supposed to rain all weekend. So I was like, since there's water, you should go skim it, try and clean it out, and see if we can pump it while we can. So that's on the agenda today. My basil plant is out of control, so I'm about to go snip that baby and make some bruschetta. I have some tomatoes that need to be used up, so I'm gonna make some bruschetta tonight for dinner. I think we're having salmon for dinner. Andres took that out, so I think we're gonna do salmon with I don't know what. But yeah, that's what the day's been like so far. I am finishing up my coffee. I've been doing just regular cold coffee with like a little tiny shot of the Tirani brown sugar cinnamon, the sugar-free one, with the peppermint mocha coffee mate creamer. Its expiration date is coming to an end in the next like 2 weeks, week and a half, and I didn't want it to go bad, and it still tastes fine. So I think I have 1 or 2 more coffees left, and it's actually been really good. It's what I've been drinking pretty much every day, and it's super good. So I'm like, maybe I should buy it again. I don't even know if they still sell it. And then I just sprinkle some cinnamon on top. Really good combo. No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, Daddy asked if I wanted to help clean. I'm good.
I don't mind. Can I help, Daddy?
Plants are looking good. These have little like reservoirs or something down there. Look, this one's growing mushrooms. Probably because of the type of soil we use. It's so pretty out here today. So pretty. So you can see that these still have water even though they look a little dry on top. This one too, basically is looking mighty. But if you go under the surface, it still has water. So I'm getting better at learning these things. I just need to figure out the vegetable situation. But I'm about to prune this guy and make some bruschetta. May not look like it, but I just took off all of this, and I'm gonna go in. Some of them are dead leaves I'm gonna throw away, but I'm gonna chop up the good ones. And it still honestly could be trimmed quite a bit, but it's fine. We're supposed to get rain all weekend, so I bet you by next week it's gonna be big and fluffy again. So I will trim down some of these larger leaves when that time comes. We're out for a walk. Let them turn. We're out for a walk, and I feel like I'm power walking to keep up with these kids on scooters. Go ahead and go. I literally am speed walking. Okay, we made it back. We're in the backyard. It was a pretty good walk. It was about 35 minutes. That's all we could hang with. I'm like so out of shape. I'm trying really hard though. The last like week or so I've been putting in a lot more effort than I have been, because like once you get to that point where you put on some weight and your clothes stop fitting you, like and I was even heavy to begin with, and then my clothes are starting to feel tight from then, yeah, we have a problem. So
Okay, I'll be back too.
Here we go on the weight loss train again. Story of my life, but you know, whatever. So anyway, I'm watching my hittibitty floating around in this nasty water. He said this, I thought this was like algae. He said it's, I don't know what it is, but he said it feels more like dirt, like it's not slimy or anything. So we're pumping the water out, and this is fresh rainwater because there was literally like a tiny bit of water before the rain yesterday. So we're watering the sides of the house, the grass and stuff like that, because it's fresh water. So yeah, it's we need to get it filled though, because it's supposed to rain, or not filled, but like at least a little bit of water to keep it solid on the ground, because it's supposed to rain the next like week, 4 or 5 days at least. And if we get bad rain, I mean bad windstorms like we have been the last few days, today's a beautiful day, beautiful. It's like 70 degrees, really pretty outside, but kind of windy, like, but not a lot. But if we get like we did, that broke the canopy yesterday and the day before, this thing's gonna blow over. So we can't risk that. We put way too much into it last summer and so far this summer too. And we want it to be back up and running. The girls really want the pool up and running. So yeah, we're gonna try and get it done. I actually got a really good question that I never even thought about filling your pool when you're on a water restriction. And so the state can do, or the city ordinances can do whatever they want. So they can fill up city pools and stuff like that. A residential pool, I had to Google it because I was like, dang it, what if we can't fill it up? Although we filled it last year later, and we always are in a water restriction in the summertime just because Texas is so hot, San Antonio in particular. And so I had to Google it, and on the sewage water website, it specifically says we've actually hit stage 2. You can fill a residential pool, but it has to be on your designated watering day. So you can't just fill it willy-nilly whenever you want to. So yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Yes, you go.